nestled in the woods, there stood an abandoned mansion, believed to be haunted. This was no ordinary town, and the mansion was not your typical abandoned structure. It held an air of mystery that was almost palpable. Amidst the everyday hustle and bustle, the mansion stood ominously at the edge of a town, a chilling reminder of the unexplained occurrences and eerie whispers that swirled around it. Among the town's inhabitants was a young girl named Emily, known for her innocent smile and kind heart. Emily, however, was peculiarly drawn to the mansion. It was as if the mansion and its untold stories were calling out to her, a siren's call that she could not ignore. Her fascination was tinged with fear, yet it was a fear that bred curiosity rather than deterrence. And so one moonlit night, Emily gathered her courage, flashlight in hand, and decided to explore the mansion. As Emily ventured into the mansion, the atmosphere grew increasingly unsettling. The once grand home now stood as a monument to decay, its time-worn walls whispering tales of a forgotten past. As she delved deeper into the mansion, the air grew colder. Each breath she took felt like inhaling wisps of frost. The silence was deafening, broken only by her own heartbeat echoing in her ears. Suddenly, a faint giggle rippled through the stillness. It was soft, almost drowned out by the wind, whistling through the broken windows, but distinctly eerie. The sound sent shivers down Emily's spine, her heart pounding against her ribs. But her adventurous spirit didn't waver. She pressed on, drawn by a morbid curiosity that outweighed her fear. As she navigated the labyrinthine hallways of the mansion, she noticed a trail of tiny footprints imprinted in the thick layer of dust on the floor. The footprints led her to a locked door, its paint peeling off, revealing the old wood beneath. Emily's curiosity piqued. She searched for the key, her eyes scanning the room until they fell upon a dusty rug. As she lifted it, a rusty key gleamed in the weak beam of her flashlight. With a deep breath, she unlocked the door. It creaked open, revealing a room that seemed untouched by time. The room was filled with old toys, each one covered in a layer of dust and faded photographs strewn across the floor. The images were of a young girl, her eyes eerily similar to Emily's, her smile innocent yet tinged with an undefinable sadness. In the corner of the room, Emily spotted an antique doll sitting on a small rocking chair. Its porcelain face was pale against the gloom of the room, its glassy eyes reflecting the weak light from Emily's flashlight. But it was the doll's smile that caught Emily's attention. It was a sinister smile, not one you'd expect on a child's toy. It was a smile that held a story that Emily was about to uncover. Suddenly, the doll's eyes blinked and its head turned to face Emily. The porcelain figure, once a mere object of curiosity, took on an eerie life of its own. Its eyes, a gleaming cobalt blue, stared into Emily's soul, seeming to peer through the veil of her innocence. The room fell into a chilling silence, broken only by the soft, haunting whispers of the doll. The whispers grew louder, morphing into a clear, childlike voice. The doll revealed itself as the restless spirit of a young girl, trapped within the mansion's walls for centuries. The spirit spoke of loneliness and despair, her words echoing off the aging walls of the room. The spirit made its intentions clear. Emily was not to leave. She was to stay, to provide companionship that the spirit had craved for centuries. A shiver of dread ran down Emily's spine, her heart pounding like a drum in her chest. Emily's heart raced as she desperately searched for an escape. Just as Emily began to lose hope, she stumbled upon a hidden passage that led to the mansion's basement. A chilling gust of wind swept through the passage, but Emily pressed on, her heart pounding like a drum. She descended into the shadowy depths, her flashlight revealing a forgotten ritual room. A cold dread gripped her, yet Emily knew she had found the key to her escape. The room was filled with ancient symbols and dusty artifacts. She quickly pieced together the remnants of an old curse-breaking ritual, her hands trembling as she arranged the necessary items. With a deep breath, Emily began the ritual. She chanted the incantations, her voice echoing through the basement. The air pulsed with energy and the mansion shook as if in protest. As she uttered the final words, a blinding light erupted, consuming the darkness. When Emily opened her eyes, she found herself standing outside the mansion, surrounded by concerned townsfolk who had heard the commotion. She had escaped the mansion, but the chilling tale was far from over.